MindShifter Audio Blog, a place for your mind to grow.
The story you're ashamed to tell could save someone's life. I used to think my struggles were something to hide, and that it was just me. That admitting I'd failed, fallen short, or felt completely lost somehow made me less than. I was wrong. The truth is, your honesty about what you've been through doesn't diminish you. It can become one of your greatest gifts to the world. Most of us have been taught to put on a brave face. In business, we present polished LinkedIn profiles showcasing only our wins. In our personal lives, we post the highlight reel on social media. We've convinced ourselves that vulnerability equals weakness. But here's what I've learned. When you share your real story, the messy, imperfect human parts, you do something powerful. You give others permission to be human too. Right now, someone in your circle is battling the same demon you conquered last year. They're lying awake at night wondering if they're broken, weird, or fundamentally flawed because they can't seem to figure it out. When you share your struggle, you shatter their isolation. You become living proof that what they've gone through has a name, has been survived, and doesn't define their worth. I remember listening to a podcast when a successful business owner opened up about her imposter syndrome during her journey of entrepreneurship. Suddenly, my constant self-doubt and the way I'd beat myself up felt a little more normal, like maybe I wasn't as broken as I thought. When people learn what you've overcome, something shifts. That colleague who seemed to have it all together, when they share their battle with depression, you see their daily victories differently. That friend who built a thriving business, when they tell you about sleeping in their car during the early days, their success becomes more inspiring, not less. Your struggles, when shared wisely, build bridges instead of walls. They create connection instead of distance. They inspire hope instead of despair. In business, this translates to deeper client relationships, more authentic leadership, and teams that feel safe to be human. In personal relationships, it means friendships that go beyond surface level, and families that actually know each other. Here's something you probably haven't thought of. Sharing your story doesn't just help others, it can heal you too. There's something powerful about taking your pain and transforming it into purpose, about taking what was meant to break you and using it to build others up. Every time you speak your truth, you take back a little more power from the shame that kept you silent. But let me give you some balance. I'm not advocating for oversharing or using your struggles as a crutch. Wisdom knows the difference between sharing and dumping. So how do you know when to open up and when to keep it to yourself? Here are some guidelines. Don't share your story if it's to manipulate someone's emotions or decisions. Don't share your story if you're still in the thick of trauma and haven't processed it. This can cause you to go backward. Don't share your story if it's the people who've proven they can't handle sensitive information. Don't share your story if it's in a professional setting where it could undermine your credibility unfairly. Don't share your story if you're using it as an excuse for current bad behavior or poor performance. Don't share your story if it would violate someone else's privacy or trust. Do share your story when it can offer genuine hope or guidance. Do share your story when you've already done your own work and gained perspective. Do share your story when it's with people who've earned the right to hear it. Do share your story when it serves others, not just your need to be heard. And do share your story when it's in the context of vulnerability strengthening rather than weakening relationships. You'll never know all the lives your honesty touches. The person who doesn't give up because you shared how you almost did. The entrepreneur who keeps going because you told them about your failures. The parent who seeks help because you normalized therapy. Your story, the real one, with all its messy chapters, might be exactly what someone needs to hear to keep going. Every day you have a choice. You can present the sanitized version of yourself, or you can show up as beautifully, imperfectly human. You can let your struggles stay buried where they only serve to hurt you, or you can resurrect them as tools to help others. The world doesn't need another perfect person. It needs more real ones. What if the very thing you've been most ashamed of is actually your greatest qualification to help someone else? What if your deepest wound, when healed and shared wisely, becomes your most powerful ministry to a world desperate for hope? Maybe it's time to stop hiding your scars and start showing people they can survive theirs too.
The MindShifter Audio Blog, a place for your mind to